Hey, how's it going today? 6th of June, Thursday, and we are taking a look at the market, what kind of opportunities we can find. Today, I have to read so many different documents, including export control for dual use items, software technology, goods for torture, and radioactive sources, right? And or similar documents. I think it's something that I have found yesterday that it is step-by-step guide, I guess, for people who are interested. And this entire process would be overseen by Department for Business and Trade. Uh, while we're taking a look at some of the valuations of the companies, that would be AI chip manufacturing companies, right? And potentially energy used to run some of the models. Uh, so one of the companies have been evaluated to be second most valued company in the world, and to power this company and energy production, that would be radioactive sources, right? So it's something myself I'm looking to understand a little bit better when it comes to dual use technologies. But this is it's a lot of documents to review. So I thought, should we take a look at something boring, or should we take a look at something perhaps more interesting? Let's take a look at perhaps virtual reality video games. Let's try to understand that instead. Let's take a look at VR games and all virtual reality games. Are video games designed to be played with virtual reality environment where players can interact with computer-generated environment and objects using special electronic equipment such as VR headsets and hand controllers? I don't know that much about other than they are very expensive as of now. These kind of games, right? As well as how it would make players feel after a short period of time. A lot of people might feel dizzy, all these kind of things, right? The primary difference between VR games and traditional video games is the level of immersion and or interaction they offer. In VR games, players feel as if they're physically present in the game world. Thanks to 3D visuals and realistic audio, they can look around, move with virtual space, and then interact with objects. And if they were interested within the interact with the real world or whatever, right? So let's take a look at some of the companies and some of the projects perhaps operating in the space. If they have some interesting projects, let's try to reach out to some of the people in the space. It might be a lot of fun for people just to unwind, I guess, after a long day, right? Let's see what we can find. Since there's a lot of documents to read, I would like to have a little bit of fun while trying to reach out to do some business with some of the companies. But that overall, doing something like that would be a lot of fun. I think I was taking a look at the space, and I have seen one game for perhaps 5 minutes or so, where two teams were playing against each other. As of now, and then I was taking a look at this game, it was a little bit clunky, right? And it's what I'm saying is it's a new space, not necessarily a lot of people and all companies operating in the space, but I'm interested. That's what I'm saying. I just Googled to take a look at some of the companies. I would hide some of these companies since I believe all my search is and all of whatever Google and all other companies are doing, it is suggesting for me to recommend some of the games. So I'll avoid doing that. Indirectly, so I'll hide some of the video games just because I think this is what's happening. So I'll hide some of those. But either way, that is just an example of perhaps 10 games and where industry might be not necessarily right now, but where industry is gonna be, or a lot of attention might be in the future, right? With some of the sports coming into effect. I don't know if it's sport. I think it's a lot of fun, or it can be, right? Let's see if we can reach out to one of the companies and let's put together an offer and see if we can do business together. I have been given 5 examples for what I'm looking for. I'm looking for potentially two teams fighting against each other, right? Which might be very interesting thing to do. But if I would be looking for a feel of the game, that more likely would be in real kind of vibe, right? And I remember first games that I have just started playing video games, right? That was a lot of fun. I don't know if I would be able to find it, but let's reach out to all companies. As of now, I don't think it's very easy thing to do, reaching out to the companies and securing a contract of partnership. And entire sphere is very young, and people and all projects and all perhaps equipment is very expensive as of now, and the graphics always could be better. I could go for days, right? If there were any companies interested in working together in partnership, feel free to chat to me, see how we can potentially work together. As of now, more than likely, I would be reaching out to 5 projects that I managed to find, and I have taken a look at briefly in one of those, and price seems to be reasonable. But either way, so for fun, let's put together a proposition and let's share that with others of the process of how to do it, right? That will be just an example of the letter. I haven't read it, but I can see already that there is a lot of information missing in this letter. But either way, that will be just an example of reaching out to the team. I might have to change it on the review its letter before sending out to potentially express my interest in collaborating and together working together with some of those companies when developing competition or league around the game and how that would work, right? Let's close that. Thanks for watching. See you next one.